We started quick today. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
How y'all doing today?
How y'all doing today?
It's me and AJ. Hanging with Yummy and AJ.
We back again on Sunday. We're back.
Yes, we are.
With another
back.
hot topic.
Yeah, another hot topic for today. Let's see. Okay. So, babe, do you know what today's show is about?
Is it okay for men to show his emotions?
Yeah.
His emotions.
Look, we haven't had our coffee for today, so
Right.
we're in a little slow motion.
Went to bed early this morning.
Yeah, we had a nice night. We enjoyed each other. So again, the topic for today is it okay for a man to show his emotions? Can y'all hear us okay, or is the music too loud? Do we need to turn it down? What you think?
Hey, I think they can hear us. I mean, I can hear myself. The music ain't loud.
It's not loud? I guess because it's like right here in my ear.
We do not own the rights to this music.
Woo. Babe, you got it this time.
We do not own the rights to the music.
We do not own the right to this music. No, we good.
I was trying to get you not to even go over there.
So, is it okay for a man to show his emotions? What you think, babe?
No. You didn't see that coming, did you?
No. I mean, well, I didn't know.
It is okay for a man to show his
Because we don't ever
emotions.
talk about it, so I don't know. I don't know what you gonna say. I never know what you gonna say. I be thinking, oh my goodness, I don't know what he gonna say. I'm scared.
But yeah, it is okay for a man to express his emotions.
Okay, so some of the questions that we received. Thank you, Stephanie and Canaro. We appreciate y'all. So one of the questions that came in was, has it always been easy to express how you feel?
Oh, so I guess I got an interview today.
Yeah,
I didn't know it.
and
Okay.
we always talk about women things. You know what I mean?
No, we talk about a couple things, not always women things.
Yeah, well, we talk about a couple things.
Love you too, bro.
Not always women things. We love you too, brother. Not
Okay.
always women things. But today, we're going to focus on men. And you know, this will help women to better understand men, because sometimes we don't understand them, and sometimes they shut down. You know what I mean?
Right.
So this is just, you know, a good thing to do. So our conversations, when we hanging with us, we can talk about anything.
Right.
You know what I mean?
When you hanging with yourself?
No, when I'm hanging with you, buddy. So, has it always been easy to express how you feel?
No. It haven't always been easy to express how I feel. Just talking about it in general, not only in a relationship, because, you know, as we grow up, you know, I would tell you ain't supposed to cry, or if you fall and hurt yourself, get up and walk it off. But it is okay to cry. That's how you get emotions out. Some people deal with their emotions different. Some cry, some like just to actually talk to somebody about it. But it's okay if you actually crying, because that means you're releasing them feelings instead of giving them they balling it all up. Because as we growing up, people telling you that you can't cry all the time, or what you pouting for, or what you sad for, instead of asking really what's wrong with you. So as children, as we grow up, we tend to suppress them feelings, and ultimately we have problems as an adult dealing with our emotions because we don't know how to express them.
But has it been easy?
No. Well, it had me, but right now, at the age I am, yeah, it's easier now.
Is it easier to express your feelings because of our relationship and because I don't judge you, or has it just been something that's easy for you to do?
I mean, it's been easy for me to do because, you know, I'm an emotional person, even though I know she say I'm not. So pretty much, I, far as with you, no, it ain't been easy for me to express myself.
Has it been easy for you to express your emotions? Not express yourself. You done went to another conversation.
All right, yeah, okay, yeah, because I've been working on myself and actually not caring what other people say about how I pretty much feel. Like, it's okay for me. Like, I tell my brothers I love them. I tell my daddy I love them. Just like I tell my wife I love them. I mean, it's okay for me to express my feelings to my cousins. I tell them I love them. Like, anybody I pretty much talk to, I like to spread love, because I mean, generally I love people.
Hey, go.
So yes, it's been easier now than before, because it wasn't the norm.
Gotcha. So the next question we was asked was, how do you think a man should deal with his boys being emotional?
Back again, I don't have boys, so this was a process for me even learning how to deal with my children as girls being emotional, because back in what I was taught pretty much, like back again, like I said, to suppress them feelings.
Yeah, because whenever I cried, he was, what you crying for? You need to get yourself together. I'd be like, dang, man.
It was an emotional reaction that
Woo.
was done. So, but back again,
I'm like, dang, I can't cry, buddy.
That's what I was taught. But back again, when she cried, oh, we just got too far off that subject. Let me answer the question first. Now, dealing with your boys, start to ask them what is wrong. Don't just assume what they crying for is no big deal, because it could be an underlying problem. It might not be just a point of, you told me I couldn't have this. It's probably how you told me I couldn't have this. Like, you might have yelled at me or cussed at me, because some people are from, what's the word?
You lost it.
Words of affirmation.
That may be their love language.
There we go.
Yeah, got you. It's important. Okay.
It's important for you to know their love language, because
Right.
some might be words. So if your boy's love language is words, you gotta watch how you speak to them. That's just bottom line. Or quality time. So if you're trying to figure out what's wrong with him, pull him to the side, just you and him, and talk to him, because that'll allow them to express themselves more, because it's quality time. Or if it's gifts, back again, you do something with them that they really enjoy doing while having the conversation. These are different ideas to have your conversation with your boys. Because see, what we are doing, telling our boys it's not okay to cry, and having them suppress their emotions, what we doing is raising a lot of angry men, which results to violence, because they don't want to show no weakness, or they don't want to be called a punk around their friends about how they feeling about certain situations. Because 9 times out of 10, if it's 5 of us and it's the situation go down, 1 or 2 of them people probably feeling some type of way, but they too scared to say something around everybody else. So which tend to, back again, they be attracted to them certain crowds of people, because that's the way they've been told how they supposed to feel.
And then it makes it a little harder too to deal with your girls, because girls are emotional. Well,
Right.
all of us are emotional.
Right. Then
Being,
that was a test for me to deal with my girls, because back again, I was coming at them like I came at. But my wife had to sit down, and back again, we had this conversation together, and I was able to receive what she was telling me. Like, babe, you got girls. You got to watch how you talking to them, because you don't want no other men to talk to them like that. And because they have love for you, so you don't want them to think that's how somebody's supposed to treat them, or either talk to them that they love.
Right.
So you don't want them to expect that type of feedback. So you got to give them that positive feedback. So what I had to do, instead of fussing, I had to sit down and talk. calmly talk out a 5-minute conversation turned into an hour. It's because I had to watch my words. And that's all. That's important with dealing with any of your children or anybody. Be careful what you say because you can't take them back.
Right. And learning your child's love language is very important because then you know what it is you need to do as a parent. You know, even if you're in a relationship, it's important to know that person's love language because if their love language is words, you don't want to talk to them any kind of way. You know what I mean? And also you just don't want them to feel insecure about themselves. You know, so allow boys to be who they are, you know? The next thing, do you think men are more emotional? And this is just his opinion. Let me just say this. Do you think men are more emotional if they are raised by their mothers?
My opinion, I don't want to say they are more emotional.
Okay.
They more in touch. Like how we said they feminine side.
Yeah, their feminine side. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they more in touch with it. So.
And you should be anyway.
So. Yes, they gonna be more emotional because they understand it's okay to express your feelings. Because back then, that's all they seen their mother do is express her feelings, whether she cried, yelled, whatever. So that's just my opinion. They will be more emotional because they have been raised around a man to that give them that extra strength. But
does anybody have any questions,
that's just
comments,
my opinion,
or anything when it comes to that? If you're raising boys, if you know you're having issues communicating with your spouse, your mate, whatever, because of the emotional, you know, if you can't be emotional, don't feel like you can be emotional. Maybe more aware of their emotions. Yeah. Right. Versus, yeah, you're right. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, the third one, you basically answered this question, but because we was asked this question, I'm going to say it anyway. Should you shut a child down for expressing his or her feelings?
No.
No.
You shouldn't shut a child down. Let a child get the emotions out. They might yell. They might want to stomp their feet. But back in, we are adults. And back in, these are our children. So just allow them to express their feelings. Calm yourself down. But back again, we get emotional. And back in, we feel somebody yelling, we want to react instead of responding.
We want to say stuff like, I'm the parent. You need to shut up. Or, I'm the husband. I run stuff. That's what people do.
Right. There was a lot of people
and,
do.
And I used to do it.
Well, they don't say husband and wife. They just say,
I'm the man.
I'm the adult. And back again, a child should stay in a child's place. But at the same time, never shut your children down. Let them get it out. Because then you can, then you open it up for a good conversation. Because now, after they don't got all that yelling and whining out, they done. Now you come at them with a calm resolution. Like, okay, this is how you feel. So now you actually don't got everything that's wrong with them. So now you got a better answer.
Hey to all my nieces. Hey to my brother. Hey y'all. And so, okay, a question is, how can you express your emotions without judgment? That's a good one.
This is how you can. This is how you can do that. We talking about how can, as far as yourself. The thing about people, we all know we all different. That's just bottom line. We all have them ones where them people that we can express ourselves around and we absorb it and we show love to it. Then you got them ones that want everybody to feel how they feel. And 9 times out of 10, they be pretty much people who actually dealing with other hurt. And some people be actually jealous of that you can express your emotions. So you got to look at it as, it's not them being angry with you, judging you. It's them being angry with themselves because they can't express their emotions the same as you. Because we all, even with, you might be at work. You might have somebody who very outspoken. And you be wondering like, man, why they ain't never got fired? They just say what they want to say. But at the same time, they not being so pressured of doing their job because they are allowing their feelings, their emotions to come out versus the person that don't say nothing feel though everybody walking over them, they got to do extra for, and not get no praise for it. Come the same thing with families. One person might want to have a good relationship with the mama where they can express it, then the other person might not. It just all depends on the people. Just know that we all are human, we all emotional, we all expressing things different. But when it comes down to judgment, that mainly be the person dealing with themselves. It don't be nothing against you, even though I know it's coming out towards you, but it don't be nothing against you. It's just what they dealing with within themselves. So then that's where arguments come in at. When somebody express their feelings to somebody to tell them how they feel, the person get in straight defense mode. Regardless of how you saying it, they get straight in defense mode because they don't know how to express their feelings because back again, they've been suppressing their emotions for so long. Only thing it is just piles of resentment and, just upset with themselves because they ain't been able to express their feelings. That's why I think it's very important for people to express how they feel. And the other person to allow that person to express how they feel.
So, my opinion, how can you express emotions without judgment? Just learn who to express your feelings to. Certain people you can't express your feelings to because they're not ready to accept whatever you have to say. And like he said, most people that judge you are judging themselves. It has nothing to do with anything else. People confuse judgment with accusations, but we all need to look for the positive in people before the negative. Exactly, Kim.
And that's what I was just saying. Pretty much, that comes back to people dealing with themselves.
And we do. People do need to look for the positive. But it's sad that we're in a world that people strive off negativity and judging people and this and that. But they want to judge everybody else, but they don't want to take a look at themselves. You know what I mean? And the thing about it is, everything is always a reflection of you. You know what I mean? So if you're judging that person for something they're not doing right in their life, really look in the mirror and see what you're not doing. Where does that show up in your life? So I totally agree. We need to look for positive. I always look for positive. You know what I mean? And here lately with working with myself, if I find where I'm trying to judge somebody or think something negative about somebody, I'm looking like, what is it about me I need to change? You know what I mean? Because I know I'm not perfect. I'm not even striving to be perfect. I'm just trying to be the best version of Yummy because that's all I can do. So, okay, how can a man express his emotions when after they have become emotionally numb? Ooh, that's a good one.
I got it. This is how you, back again, everything's a process. Nothing happens overnight. What you got to begin to do is work with yourself spiritually so you could begin to grow yourself within and knowing what makes you happy and believe in what makes you happy. Because the thing about it is, once you go to express outward towards people, back again, you got your energy, you got your shield up. But these people right here that you expressing yourself to might just be everywhere. But what you gotta do is get used to knowing that the response from your emotions that's coming from somebody else is just an opinion. It's not a fact. It's just an opinion of what somebody think.
But what he's saying is, how can a man express his emotions when after they have become emotionally numb? How can they express it after they become emotionally numb? They have to begin to forgive these people. You know what I mean? And begin to work on themselves and understand, like he said, what they've said is just an opinion. You know,
it's not a fact.
It's not a fact. I mean, it may be a fact, but you don't have to take it. You know what I mean? And it may be something you may need to work on, but it's back again. Being emotionally numb is something else. Have you ever been emotionally numb? I have been emotionally numb. And so I'm going to take it back to the reason I have been emotionally numb sometimes. And I'm going to talk about our relationship. Because I became emotionally numb when he used to tell me all the time if I cried, you know, he would get mad. I mean, pissed off. If he would get pissed off, like extreme pissed off, especially when I would cry about somebody else or something somebody else did to me. But I cry. That's just something that I do. But he had to learn that. So I became emotionally numb and began to hold a lot of stuff in. You know what I mean? I began to hold things in. I began to not express how I felt because it had got to the point where I really was scared because of the judgment. You know what I mean? And not actually being allowed to be who I am, because I was scared of what he may think, how he may say, why you worrying about what other people doing? Why you worrying about what other people saying? It wasn't the fact that I was worried about. Yeah, I was worried about it because I basically cared what people thought. You know, I genuinely cared what people thought. But now I'm at the point in my life where I don't care. I don't care what you think about me, because back again, like he said, that's your opinion. You know what I mean? So I'm not letting anybody else control my life. They can't get back in there. He can't even get back in there to control my life. That right there is not happening.
Never did.
Yes, he did. He just didn't realize he did.
You right.
Yeah, he did. And I've told him plenty of times, like,
Yeah.
Dang, I can't cry.
Yeah.
And he be looking at me like, that's stupid. What you crying for? You know, and I'm sitting here like, boo-hoo crying too. And it was just like, what you crying for? You shouldn't let people make you cry. I may not be as strong as you are, and that's okay. You know what I mean?
Right.
I do what I do, you do what you do. You handle what you handle, I handle what I handle. Getting counseling is a must. It is. And finding a trusting source that you don't know. But you gotta get to know yourself. You do have to get to know yourself. And that's the thing. A lot of people don't take the time out to get to know themselves. Men especially. Men do not get to the point where they get to know themselves, because they're always in the hustle and bustle of taking care of their family, taking care of them, you know, their job, doing this, being providers, being protectors. So they're always, you know, busy, so they don't ever take the time out to get to know themselves. But once you finally get to know yourself, like now, he's okay with me crying. You know, now it's like, okay, babe, let's talk about it. You know, instead of her, now it's, you know, let's talk about it. Now, if the girls cry or sad about something, we could talk about it. Like, what's wrong? You know, can I have I hate tears to men. Now you're really helping me. Well, this is what this is all about. We all need to help each other. Can men be too emotional? I don't think so.
Well, let me just back again. This is what me and her always talk about, and pretty much how I deal with people. Because some people can't deal with the energy of people being too emotional. But that's just who they are. They ain't the point of them being too emotional. It's just who they are. Just like you find people who just happy, full of life. They're just who they are. It ain't such thing as being too emotional.
It's just who you are.
It's just who you are. And that's what I had to get with her, cause back again, like she was saying, she used to cry about everything.
I could watch a movie and I'm crying.
And I'm like, girl.
The news come on. What would I do? Cry. Somebody called me about something, I cry.
Just start crying. But
that's who I am.
learned it's just who she is. So there ain't such thing as men being too emotional. That's just who they are. And back again, we gotta learn to accept that. Cause once we learn to accept men being emotional, a lot of anger men and resentment and jealousy will start coming down. Cause then it just be all love. Like, okay, brother, what's wrong? You know what I mean? Now, the only thing, just true facts that, my opinion, and the fact that for me that I don't like, is people talk about the same thing over and over and over and over again. But they used to really irk me so much, where to the point I didn't even want to be bothering nobody, that person no more, because they was talking about the same thing over and over again. But you know, as a person, I didn't do what I did to probably try to help or really find out, okay, why are you so upset about this? Why you keep talking about it all the time? And what tends to happen is we're really scared to tell that person the truth.
And really, what's going on with you? If it's aggravating you that much, what about it is aggravating you? What is it in you? You know what I mean? If something makes you this mad, if it's controlling your mind, if it's doing this, it's you. It's always a mirror. It's you. If you see somebody crying or this, that, it's you.
Or.
I
just want to say it.
I thought he had something to say. So yeah, so it's okay for men to be emotional, just like it's okay for women to be emotional. It's never anything too emotional. You know, some days I see my girls, I may cry. You know, we took our oldest the first day of high school, I believe. Mm-hmm. And we was just sad. You remember that?
I don't remember that.
Yes, he do. See, he's faking it. I mean, when I say sad, I mean, both of us could have just...
It wasn't being sad. It just pointed like, you know, pretty much you seeing your child grow up. Like, wow, now she in high school, and she got to go through all this again, you know.
Yeah, so we, I mean, and now I'm seeing more of him being emotional, you know, when it comes to our girls or when it comes to me or when it comes to anything. You know, it's not anymore like, why in the world do they keep on saying this, or this person keep doing this or that? It's like, okay, let me see what's really going on. You know what I mean? And men need men that's gonna be there for them. You know, men need groups too. I don't know why. You know, we have a whole bunch of different kind of women groups, you know, to help women. But when men get together, it's like everybody have to be about this, have to be
about
hard.
What?
You know, I'm talking about hard stuff.
Yeah, what's hard stuff?
You know, we're gonna talk about...
That's what she said.
Now you made me lose what I was about to say.
You set yourself up.
No, I did. Always.
You set yourself up for that.
Always. So, okay.
I'm gonna bring you back. You was talking about me. I gotta be talking about hard stuff.
Oh, okay. When men get together, they talk about hard stuff. They don't talk about, you know, I'm having like issues, you know, at home, you know, expressing how I feel, so that man make her say, you know, man, this is what I do. You know what I mean? It's okay for men to get together and do this and do that, you know, and express how they feel. I absolutely love the relationships that my husband has with my brother. You know, it's awesome. You know, him and his brother can talk about anything. You know, it's just like, I mean, anything. It's nothing you and Kendaro can't talk about.
Right. But back again, we have opened up to each other. So the point of that being, cause like when we get together and talk back again, a lot of men, we want to be so hard back again. They want to feel though they don't care about what's going on in that household. But if you express yourself, your friend may be going through the same thing. So it's good to actually express yourself around each other, because now you know you ain't out there alone. Like, it's something wrong with me. I'm just going through this situation. But back again, everybody going through something.
Right.
And if you don't express yourself or either talk to someone, you'll never know. You'll just still be sitting there suppressing them emotions, focusing on, okay, I'm just do what I gotta do and that's gonna be it. But that's not gonna allow you to live a healthy life.
Right.
Not just saying happy life. A healthy life is you just being happy and as a whole. So like me and my best friend used to talk all the time, even when he got married. He and I told her like I know it helped me versus it was helping him. We used to talk about, you know, what was going on, what was bothering us. And because we got it out, by the time we got home, everything was good. But as men, we keep everything so suppressed, so when we come home, we still upset. So any little thing that happened, we gonna fall off.
You think women put pressure on men to be like that?
Back again, people put pressure on men. Not just only women and men, because back again, men been told that we gotta be providers, we gotta be hard, we can't cry, we can't be sad. So we just supposed to just stand up and just be hard all the time. So some women want to allow their man to be emotional, because once they start being emotional,
Call him a punk.
or probably call them something else that's totally out of the way.
A B.A. rascal.
But, and which causing him to back in, oh, okay, I can't express myself to you. So guess what I'm going to do? Somebody going to listen to me. And that causes other things. Because somebody going to sit down and listen to him and hear him cry and talk whatever's going on. Back then, we all just got to be able to just allow that person to express. Like she said, we don't have to accept it. We need to just allow men to express themselves and who they are.
Communication.
Communication, back again. We always talk about communication. But that's what I say.
And if you let
That's
a
my
man
answer.
be who he is, you know what? He'll provide, he'll protect, he'll love, he'll respect. He'll do all of that, because now he doesn't have to go outside the house looking for a best friend, because that best friend will be right there. You know what I mean?
Or
Or
looking for other places to go to have fun,
facts.
where they can actually come home and just chill. See, back again, we allow women to be who they are.
Not all the time.
Allow men to be,
Not all the time.
of course, back again, I'm talking about in general.
Okay.
I'm not doing no numbers. But
No facts either.
just like I allow her to be who she is, she let me be who I am. Which back again was bringing down the stress in the household of me trying to be like she want me to be instead of being really who I'm genuinely is. So because she let me allow men to be who I am and, you know, enjoy the stuff that I love to enjoy, doing stuff that need to be done around the house or taking care of my manly responsibilities is no issue. It ain't like, man, I can't do nothing I want to do. The only thing I can do is go to work and pay bills. That ain't hitting on that.
Facts.
That just bottom line. That ain't hitting on nothing. Just going to work and paying bills. You want to find something that actually allow you to smile too.
Right, and also you want to be with somebody that's
Where you going?
actually
My bad.
that's that dad asking their daughter where she going. That's that's also allowing that person, like he said, to be who
What's
they
up,
are.
cousin?
He's my best friend. I don't have to call a sister, a mama, my mama. I don't have to call my cousins. I don't have to call anybody. I call him. If I'm going through something, no matter what it is, I call him. If I go somewhere and somebody try and talk to me and he may be fine, you know what? I still call him. I call him. I don't call anybody else. That's not fun. And same thing with him. He calls me. If something happens and he's somewhere, he'll call me and be like, da 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 da. And I'll be like, for real? And we just conversate, because back again, I've accepted him for who he is.
Right.
He's accepted me for who I am.
Right.
And that just takes relationships a long way, no matter who it is. Whether it's a friend, it's a mama, it's a daughter, it's a son, it's a whatever. In any relationship, allow them to be who they are. When you do that, it takes the stress out of everything. Because now I don't have to put this mask on when I come around. I can come around as myself. I can be me. So I think today's topic was very good.
And the thing too, just closing remarks. I would just like to say that relationships, or either being, even if you're single, if you want to start on the path of working on being able to express yourself, or wanting the other person to be able to express themselves, sit down and have that conversation. And start it off, I am open to what you have to say.
And stop trying to work on that other person.
Right.
And tell that other person what they need to do. Work on you and what'll happen. They'll change.
Right, because we all control our reality. What we see is pretty much what we are thinking about and what we projecting. So when we start working on ourselves and creating the atmosphere and the life that we want as far as ourselves, we will begin to project that out. And that's what we'll see.
That's right. And also, women, this is another just piece of advice.
Sidebar.
Let your mate come home to a peaceful home if they're going out there working and providing. Whether they're, and when I say providing, I don't mean paying all the bills and this, that, and another, because everything is as one. But let them come home to a peaceful home. And same way with men. Let that woman come home to a peaceful environment. Work together. Don't work apart. It's a us thing. It's us. So that's just my sidebar. Because when he comes home to peace. When he leaves home, he leaves a peaceful home. I don't let him leave home where we're arguing or this, that, and another, because I understand what'll happen once he gets out there. First thing somebody do to him is gonna trigger. So I try to make things as peaceful as possible.
Yeah, this, that, and another.
And I most definitely make it peaceful when he comes home. So.
Right. And back again, it's a process.
It is.
This did not start at the beginning. It was work.
Yeah, it's always work. So we just want to say thank you very much for joining us on this Sunday. We appreciate you. Next week's topic is religion and marriage, or religion and relationships, just religion, period. So enjoy your Sunday. If no one's told you today or any other day that they love you, we just want to say we love you. Have a great day. Enjoy your Sunday.
Yeah, because I'm about to enjoy mine.
Me too. I'm going to drink my
But
coffee.
I do look forward to every Sunday at 12 talking to y'all.
And we're grateful that you all join us.
Don't be trying to bite me, man.
I want to have the last word.
Oh, boy.
See, he's still talking. Babe.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a great Sunday. Enjoy this beautiful day. And we all love y'all.
Peace.
Somebody love saying peace. Peace.
Still had to have the last word. Max, finish.